to many, you are the first person that went viral. Explain that.
You're not the first person to say that. A few people have said that before. I think the thing was, I come up on the pirate radio, like pirate radio culture was massive when I was coming up. And so when I first got into it, I came up in in a window, if you like, where garage was transitioning into grime. So there was like a little window of a couple of years where it was like coming off the back of garage and morphing into something else. So when I came along doing what I do, I was a bit different from the rest. I don't really think there was anyone else who was doing my kind of style back then. So what started to happen was you didn't have social media back in them days. I'm talking about like year 2000, even like 1999, but early year 2000. Before you had social media, you had like chat rooms and, like you say, forums and chat rooms. And people used to record clips of my radio shows and put them onto chat rooms and forums. So what happened was people used to share music via... If there's youngsters watching this now, they might not even know what Bluetooth was. But Bluetooth was an early form of sharing music, sharing files. So you could Bluetooth someone a picture if they wanted, you know what I mean? Bluetooth someone your favourite song. So what happened was people used to make clips or crop clips of me on pirate radio and Bluetooth them to their friends. So then there was a couple of clips that were created of mine that were then Bluetoothed around and Bluetoothed and Bluetoothed and Bluetoothed and Bluetoothed until you'd have people in Australia. This is back in year 2000. You know what I mean? People in Australia saying, "Oh, I got this fucking track, mate. Do you know what I mean? Have you heard Halloween by MC Vapour?" You know what I mean? So before I even knew it, it was never a song. I didn't release it. I didn't put it out. But I'd do stuff and people would create a clip of it, put it on Bluetooth, and it literally went around the world. So before I even knew it, I was doing pirate radio in my local hometown. You know what I mean? The radio station was probably 15 minutes from my house. But what I did on that pirate radio station went right the way around the world via Bluetooth sharing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because, like I said, it wasn't necessarily my scene. I was into underground UK hip hop. I was into hip hop. So for me to hear about it was something.
I mean, since 2002, I make all sorts. So I had hip hop tracks, early kind of hip hop tracks in 2002 and things like that. So maybe I ended up on the hip hop forums because maybe they heard a clip of something that I did that wasn't garage. But most of the stuff that I was doing on the pirate radio stations was that transitioning window of what we called dark garage. It was the darker side of garage at the time. So maybe it was either a thing where the people heard the hip-hop bits that I was doing, or if not, they heard something different that was more lyrical than anything else that anyone in garage was doing.